morning. Hello, this is Josh. I have streamed a motion picture, a Netflix movie. You know, it was once a joke that Netflix tried to have original streaming movies, and then it was really great for a brief time, and then it was kind of a joke again, and now it's hit or miss. You don't know what you're going to get. You can get a Roma, or you can get, I don't know, Red Notice. Is that one of them? Gray something? Anyway, but this movie immediately caught my attention. It's called Rebel Ridge, and it's directed by Jeremy Saulnier. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But this is a filmmaker who is on my radar because of his previous movies, Blue Ruin and Green Room. I have not seen, he's got one other one in there that's on Netflix that I'm going to catch up with because I like him. It's not as well reviewed though. But I really, really loved those first two movies. Blue Ruin being, it's been a while since I saw it, but from what I recall, being about kind of small-time criminals and over their heads. I think that's what that movie was. And mostly it was just tension upon tension upon tension. And then likewise, Green Room, is about neo-Nazis in the world of punk rock. And so this filmmaker really has a signature milieu, a signature style, and it is pick a conflict somewhere in the culture or just in, the criminal underworld, and then just dig in. And this time he's done it with police corruption, with veterans issues, and man, he's made another corker of a thriller. Rebel Ridge is, and I got to get these names out before I forget them. It stars Aaron Pierre, who I knew I'd seen somewhere. He was Mid-Sized Sedan in M. Night's Old, but he's the star of this movie. And it also stars Anna Sophia Robb and Don Johnson. I just had to get the names out before I forget. But essentially, Pierre plays a Iraqi veteran who is kind of displaced. He is he's very specifically trained, but he never deployed. So he's got like a set of skills, but he also did not see action. His cousin is in some trouble, and he's trying to bail his cousin out. And the whole movie starts when he is riding to the courthouse on his bicycle with a large amount of money hidden in a backpack, stowed away in a backpack. And the police run him off the road and essentially shake him down, take the money, forfeiture and all that. And the movie is about his fight against this local police department to get the money back, to get his cousin out of prison. And boy, it just escalates just from that opening scene. It doesn't waste any time. We get all the information we need about this character through the plot, which kicks off right away with a police cruiser, slamming into an innocent guy on a bicycle, and then we're just off to the races. So this movie is it's a little long. I think that's one thing I'd say, where I don't remember the running times on those previous movies, but they felt so tight and taut and perfect, and there's nothing but tension and plot and ramping up. And this movie definitely has that DNA, and overall this movie's excellent. I guess I would say it's a little bit long, and it does have a little more detective work and problem solving in it. It's got a little more plot because Anna Sophia Robb's character is she works in the local clerk's office, in the courthouse. I don't remember what her job is, but essentially she's one of the few sympathetic people that the protagonist finds in his fight. But then she endangers herself by doing so. Don Johnson is the corrupt police chief, and there's another legacy actor who appears in it's not a legacy, this is not a franchise, I just mean an old actor that we're happy to see, but I'll leave that for you to discover if you watch the movie. So I don't want to give away plot machinations because that's a lot of what's going on here, but this again, Jeremy Saulnier is just so gifted at finding a sore spot in the culture or just in a story, in a conflict, and then just poking at it. And that's what this movie is. You can't believe by the midway point of the movie how much this has escalated, and you're like, what's left to go? Where else can this story go? and I love a movie like that. This is a good one. Again, I would chop out maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. The movie also does some really interesting stuff with expectations, audience expectations, a little misdirection. I wouldn't call anything a twist, but it does like play on your assumptions in ways that are then subverted later, which really surprised me. And in fact, it does it by making you think that there's a revelation coming, and then the revelation that you get is a different one. So that's cool. I enjoyed that. And that involves, like, you know, the storytelling, the writing, but also the casting and the performances. It's all really, really tight and good. So this is a good one. I really was impressed with Rebel Ridge. Highly recommended. Check it out if you still have Netflix. The streaming is a mess. I'm not going to get into that. There's plenty of other stuff. Go see, Adam Conover had a video recently about how streaming has just destroyed television and the sorry state that we're in. So that's an interesting topic to me, because yeah, it really did seem like there was a promise that has not been fulfilled. But that's another story for another day. By the way, I have a new podcast feed, which you can find on my socials, or if you're on Patreon, I've posted it there. I just wanted another way to publish my stuff. So audio from these reviews will eventually be on that feed, but also some original stuff. And it's all still supported and funded through Patreon. And I invite you to join us there. Thank you so much for your time. I will talk to you again very soon. Josh out.